Hey guys, welcome to Miami and welcome to my very first episode of my new series where I would like to show you some updates, some new stuff, and some upcoming projects of my cockpit. For sure, I will post further pictures and updates also on Facebook, but I thought once again that moving pictures are much cooler than just plain pictures, so I decided to make this video series for you. So let's start. So the very first thing I would like to show is that the printer is now completely finished. In the last few weeks I worked a lot on it. I had to wait for some material, but now it's completely finished, and first thing you notice is that it is painted now in the same color as the MCU. And I replaced the off key as the backlight for the off labeling or shining into the LED, which in the rectangular LED, which indicates that the printer is offline. So you can see that the LED is now off, and if I press the off key, the light illuminates as the printer is now off. So let's turn the printer on again. This will take around 40 seconds, and in the meantime I would like to show the interior of the printer. So let's open it. First thing you notice is that the door is now spring loaded. We have a small spring here. Okay, let's take out the paper roll. So maybe you see it, I don't know. I place the infrared sensors 3 millimeters above the prototype position, as I found out that the paper alarm illuminated too early, and I made some tests and I found out that 3 millimeters more upwards is the best position. So another thing you notice is these stoppers here. I found out in the test that while printing, the paper roll moves backwards as we have a little bit of slope here in the rear part of the pedestal. You may know that we have an angle of a few degrees in the rear part of the pedestal, and so the paper roll moved backward. Okay, let's put the paper roll back in there. Okay, another thing I did, I sharpened the cutting edge here so that my friend on the FO side is also able to cut the paper. And another thing you see is that I replaced the paper alarm button. In the prototype version, the labeling was white, but on the real aircraft it isn't white. It's not transparent, not white, something in between. I think I matched the original design now, and we can press that key for a test. And for sure the slew key and the test key are still working. I also worked a lot on my CPLC AOC software. I implemented some new features. So, for instance, you can request a segment now. So let's go to the AOC menu, weather, change the weather message type to segment. And now instead of entering an airport, you enter the fear name now. So let's enter New York Oceanic. And let's take Brussels. And let's take the field where I live, it's Langen. And let's see if we have a sig match. And here it is. The next main project will be the final implementation of the tiller. Followers may know that I had a tiller back in 2011, but unfortunately on the FS conference in 2011, the tiller mechanic has been destroyed. This is the old prototype mechanic without a CNC, but now I have the CNC, and you may remember that I posted some videos and some pictures a few months ago, and I would like to work again on the tiller project, and now I would like to finally finish it. So this view might be new for you. So to help you a little bit, this here's the sidestick area, this is the main structure, and yeah, here above we have the glare shield. So you can see the first officer sidestick right here. So what I would like to do is, during the FS conferences where we disassembled, and once again assembled the cockpit, we found out that we had to spend a lot of time just on connecting all those connectors and audio jacks. And that is because the cables start right here in the sidestick area, go through these holes, and finally into the main structure where the circuit boards and devices are all located. And we had always these few meters of cables which we had to pull through these holes and finally plug them into their final position. And that took a lot of time, so I decided to do the following. I would like to cut these cables here and here. I would like to place some connector plates here and there, and I just want to place a cable between those connector plates, and internally everything is finally connected. So at the FS conference or at other events, we just have to plug out those few cables here and here. Then you have a feet or 30 centimeters of cable, and yeah, that's it. All those cables are merged into a few bigger cables, and also my friends have it much easier because they know where all these cables have to be plugged into. Okay guys, that's it for today. Hope you liked the video. If yes, please give it a rating, and see you in a few weeks for the next update.